Hello everyone, welcome back to Team Auto Trend channel. This is your Viprajesh and today I am here with the brand new Mahindra Scorpio N Z8 luxury variant. Well, we all know too well about the Mahindra Scorpio, which is a legendary SUV which actually established the Mahindra as a strong SUV maker in India. So this Scorpio N aims to be the next generation, next level model of this legendary Scorpio brand, providing next level of features, safety, comfort, technology and power. So we have today the Z8 luxury variant over here. This is the diesel manual version, but still it is the top spec variant. So we are going to see what level of features, comfort and technology has been provided on this car. And before we get into the review, make sure to subscribe to our channel as we provide detailed reviews of all variants of all cars, which means we are definitely going to provide all variants reviews of the new Scorpio N as well. So make sure to subscribe and keep supporting us by also following us on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. So now let's get on to the detailed review.
This video is sponsored by Boodmo.com, the spare parts expert. Any brand, any model, any spare part, they offer only genuine quality components along with the cheapest and more expensive options all at one place for you. You can check out their website at Boodmo.com or download the Boodmo app, which is available for Android devices and iOS as well. You can search for the required spare part in the proper category from the scrolling menu on the home screen, and you can also check out the available offers displayed on the home screen as well. Boodmo also offers return and refund assurance within 10 days of purchase. If you don't like the spare part, you can return it within 10 days without any hassle. Boodmo, the spare parts expert and quite literally the one-stop shop for all your automotive spare part needs.
Yeah, see them lights, but you know I got the strap. But right, I push the I do the dash, on my way to the bag, boy, you know I push the gas. Yeah, okay, my I do the dash, on my way to the bag, boy, you know I push the gas.
This new Mahindra Scorpio N Z8 luxury diesel manual variant has been provided by Ramani Mahindra showroom in Coimbatore. So this here is the topmost variant of the diesel manual range of this Scorpio N. Mahindra claims that this new Scorpio N is the big daddy of SUVs, and accordingly this SUV is truly massive. Moreover, the Scorpio N also offers so much features which were previously unheard of on any previous generation Scorpio. Mahindra have tried to carry forward the legendary signature design language of the Scorpio while also making it more modern. Being the top spec variant, this car offers LED projector headlamps with LED DRLs and LED fog lamps. The DRLs and fog lamps are combined together in a C shape, resembling the tail of a scorpion. Overall, the front fascia design definitely looks more aggressive while also being massive. The overall design treatment is a bit more mature while still carrying forward the very same boxy proportions. Next up, let's take a look at the wheels. Being the diesel top spec manual variant, this car offers 17-inch dual-tone machine-cut alloy wheels. Only the automatic variants offer 18-inch alloy wheels. Viewing from any angle, this new Scorpio N appears to be massive while also offering quite a few interesting design elements. The side body claddings also feature silver finish skid plates, with the top spec variants also offering side footsteps. The overall side profile still maintains the very same boxy silhouette, with the top spec Scorpio N offering significantly more features. As you can see, this car offers chrome finished door handles and a chrome finished window line. The chrome window line doubles up to the top of the third row window, yet again resembling the tail of a scorpion. Next up, coming towards the roof, staying true to the Scorpio design language, this Scorpio N also offers the signature stepped roof along with the flow back proper aluminium roof rails. Moreover, only the top spec Z8 variants offer an electric sunroof. Now coming towards the rear, here we are easily reminded of some Volvo SUVs. Nonetheless, the Scorpio N definitely looks very unique on road. There are the typical Scorpio design signature LED stacked tail lamps, which also now get LED turn indicators integrated into them. Now onwards, none of the Mahindra cars will feature variant badging at the rear, and on this Scorpio N, you only get the Scorpio N branding on the right side of the tailgate. According to me, the tailgate design could have been slightly better, as the overall rear design with the centrally located number plate housing looks a bit too simple for the Scorpio N. And yes, there's also a reverse parking camera in the number plate housing. A rear windshield wiper with washer and defogger are available from the Z4 variant onwards, while 4 reverse parking sensors are standard across all variants. Overall, in terms of exteriors, this new Scorpio N is truly massive while also having impressive presence.
So folks, finally I'm inside the brand new Mahindra Scorpio N Z8 manual diesel, and this is how the manual gearbox looks like. This is the exact same gear lever, the 6-speed manual gear lever as seen on the XUV 300 and the 700 as well, so no difference over here. This being the top spec model, you get leather wrapping on the gear lever and the flat bottom design steering wheel as well. This steering wheel again we have seen on the XUV 700, and it also gets this beautiful leather wrapping. And talking about leather, the same leather finish, the same level of luxury quotient has been carried forward on the dashboard as well. So on the dash mid pad you get to see this very soft and high quality premium leather wrapping along with white contrast stitching. This actually looks very good, very premium, simply boosting the overall luxury and premium image of the Mahindra Scorpio much more than before. So yeah, let me just take you through the design quickly. So you get to see very simple and easy to understand design. You get this center console which flows down like a waterfall, going all the way to the armrest over here, and you get these grab handles which look actually very high quality and are very robust on the door pads, and you also get to see leather finish, brown color. All the brown areas in this car are leather finished, leather wrapped, whereas the black parts are largely hard plastic. So on top you get hard plastic, similarly lower down you get hard plastic, but this mid pad over here and the mid armrest over here, this area is soft leather material. So yeah, enough about that. Now let's get into the features. So first of all, you get this flat bottom steering wheel which does not have telescopic adjust. You only get tilt adjust as standard even on the top spec variant. However, from the mid spec variant itself you get cruise control. So this is actually a feature missing on even the AX5 variant of the Mahindra XUV 700, but on the Scorpio this is available from the mid-spec variant itself. Now apart from that, you get to see automatic headlamps, automatic wipers. These are actually very common features now, and you also get smart key access with push button start. So while the starter button looks slightly different when compared to the one on the XUV 700, the key remains exactly the same, which is actually a flip key despite having smart key access. So that is another thing. However, the overall interior design layout and the overall feel, the commanding driving position, everything is completely different to what we have seen on the XUV 700. Now let's talk about some familiar stuff. On the door pads you get to see these buttons which are again carried forward from the XUV 700, which are actually quite robust and very solid in terms of feel. They give you a proper reassuring feel. The door handles are made of metal like material. These are actually brushed metal like finishes which actually look very premium, so that is a good thing. The doors actually are on the heavier side. You can see, well, you have to pull it reassuringly and you have to give it that solid push when you want to close it. So yeah, these are actually very heavy doors and the car is very strongly, toughly built. Well, talking about the doors, let me just show you the storage capacity. You get very large bottle holders. You can literally fit here 1.5 liter bottles as well. That's what I feel, apart from your small documents, maps or whatever you want to place over there. Now this car also gets 6-way power adjustable driver seat on the Z8 top spec variant, the Z8L to be precise. However, you still get a manual lumbar adjust. The lumbar adjust controller is located just beside the switch to power adjust. So this driver seat is going to be very easy to get comfortable in. Well, talking about other stuff, well, the seats. Yes, talking about seats, let's just take a look at the seats. These are supremely comfortable, so great in terms of support, and the material quality itself is also very impressive. Even though this car does not offer ventilated seats, you get perforated leather upholstery, and wow, it is so good. The seats comfort is simply fantastic. You have to sit in these seats to believe the overall comfort that it provides. So this is truly good stuff. Now let's talk about other electronic stuff. Well, the Mahindra Scorpio N does not get a fully digital instrument cluster, as we already know. So when you actually turn on the power, this is how it looks like. Yes, there is a separate touchscreen system, there is a separate instrument cluster. This does not have the XUV700's combined twin screens, but still you get all the information and detail, well, almost to a similar level as the XUV700. So to control this center MID, you get the controls over here on the right side of the steering wheel, and the overall user interface is exactly what we have seen on the XUV700 and specifically the MX variant of the XUV700. So yeah, quite a lot of information, and the graphics are also very clear, crisp and easy to read. So yeah, nothing to worry regarding this. You can actually use this while driving. There is also DEF level, there is also average score, and let me just get into the settings again. Digital speed, yes, you also get a digital speedometer, which is going to be very handy while driving at night. And you can also turn off the lights of these analog displays if you are driving at night with only the digital speedometer at the center. This instrument cluster is standard across all variants, except for some details which are exclusive only on this Z8L. Now coming to the center console, though this touchscreen system is also a standard affair, except for the fact that the base level Z2 does not get this large size. Instead it gets a slightly smaller, slightly simplified touchscreen system which may not have all these features. Talking about features, this system, this Adrenox system as standard provides wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay from the Z6 variant onwards, which is actually very superbly helpful. And the user interface is also very crisp, quite similar to what we have seen on the XUV700. It is exactly almost the same unit except for the size. It is just a minimized version, a smaller version of the touchscreen we have seen on the XUV700. Now coming lower down to that, only the Z8 and Z8L get dual zone automatic climate control, which is simply a superbly unexpected feature on the Scorpio N range. Then coming lower down, you get to see wireless charging facility. Yes, only the Z8 and the Z8L get wireless charging pad over here. So this is a very helpful feature, especially because this car provides wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay connectivity. So you literally don't have to haggle through wires. So that is actually a big advantage. Now coming just above that, you get to see this array of buttons over here. So what these buttons include is, the first thing is drive mode. So once you select the drive mode, you can say toggle through whatever drive mode you want by pressing the same button. You have zip, zap and zoom drive modes. The zip means it is just about say an economy mode with minimum amount of power. For the zap mode, it is kind of a city mode, more than average amount of power which is delivered. And there is the final zoom mode, which is like the sports mode. It gives you maximum potential, maximum torque, and the instrument cluster also changes into a reddish color. So yeah, these are nice small details. Then just beside that, you get to see the hill descent control button, and you can also see that ESP with traction control can also be turned off. ESP with traction control and hill hold are available as standard from the mid-level Z4 variant itself of this Scorpio N, which is actually a very good safety bonus in terms of active safety features on the Scorpio N. Then on the left side of the hazard button over here, you get to see the engine idle start stop button, which can be activated or deactivated. And this here is the button to activate the cameras. This car does not have 360 degree surround view camera, but still it has individual front and rear cameras. So if you turn on the button, first of all you get to see the front view only. So this is actually a front view just ahead of the car. The camera is located just under the Mahindra logo at the front. However, you also get front and rear parking sensors individually. There are 2 parking sensors at the front, whereas there are 4 at the back. As you can see, this display itself also has screenshot function. This is going to be very handy for safety purposes, so this is good. Kind of similar what we have seen on the XUV700. And the another hidden feature of this camera is that you also get a separate wide angle view. You can adjust the angles, and you can even take a look at separate angles over here. So say if you want to see only the left side focus or the right side focus, you can also do that. Or if you want to just make it common, you can also do that. So everything is pretty good. To activate the rear camera, you have to actually slot this car into reverse. And this is how the rear camera looks like. The reverse camera also has the same angle choices, and you also get a separate close-up view with guidelines for parking, which is actually going to be very helpful for parallel parking and normal parking as well. and there is also a zoomed view for close-up if you are parking into a tight spot. So these are actually first time features for the Scorpio range till now. So yes, the Scorpio has become a more premium SUV now. Now coming lower down on the center console, no electronic handbrake, but still you get a rather robust handbrake unit over here. This center armrest is another talking point because it is perfectly positioned to your angle of your say elbow, and it is just perfectly equal to the position of the door armrest as well. The cushioning, the softness is also great. You get a rather decent level of storage capacity over here. If not very deep, it is still about decent to store your smartphones or your wallet. There are obviously the cup holders over here which are rubberized so that you don't get the rattling noise, and you get the obvious glove box. However, the glove box size is a bit slightly disappointing, especially when compared to the humongous glove box we have seen on the XUV 700. However, on the Scorpio, this top spec model at least gets cooling function for the glove box along with illumination, which is going to be very helpful. Then coming on towards the roof, you get to see day-night manual adjustable IRVM. It is quite a shame because even the top spec variant of the XUV 700, which is meant to be a much more premium SUV, that does not offer auto dimming IRVM, and that is the exact same case on the Scorpio's top spec variant as well. Now coming above that, you get to see a sunglass holder which is actually nicely softly felt lined inside. And yes, the advantage of Mahindra is that irrespective of the variant or model you choose, all the cabin lamps in the car are white LEDs. So this is actually a very big premium feel, a premium quotient in the car. Then yes, you get separate lid covers with a separate LED illumination for the say mirror, the vanity mirror in the passenger side sun visor. However, no vanity mirror for the driver side sun visor. It is quite a missing point, but still, yeah, overall this car feels so very luxurious, so much more premium than before. Now it is time to get to the back seat.
From the second row seat, the dashboard of this new Scorpio N Z8L definitely looks so very much premium, having an almost Toyota Land Cruiser-like ambience. As I already said, this Scorpio N offers significantly more technology, features and comfort compared to any other Scorpio generation. In terms of safety as well, the topmost Z8 variants get 6 airbags, which is also a first for the Scorpio brand. Then apart from that, from the Z4 variant onwards, the Scorpio N also gets ESP with traction control, hill hold, rollover mitigation, brake assist. Now I have adjusted the driver seat for my height, which is 5'11" for reference. Now even after that, I have pretty much decent level of legroom over here. I am actually very comfortable here. That's because the major highlight of these second row seats of the Scorpio N is the sheer level of thigh support. The overall cushioning and lateral support is also absolutely fantastic, giving a proper sofa-like feel. And being a very wide cabin, even the center seat passenger will be comfortable. On the floor, there is only a slight bit of tunnel running through the length of the car, but since the tunnel is not that massive, the center seat passenger will have decent space. Talking about standard features, all variants of the Scorpio N get these rear AC vents for the second row, while also offering a separate fan speed control just underneath it. Sadly, the third row passengers don't get AC vents. The second row passengers are also offered with a C-type USB charging port, all of which can definitely improve the comfort and convenience for the second row seat passengers. Adding to further comfort, the second row seat passengers also get a rear center armrest with rubberized cup holders integrated into it. This armrest is available from the mid-spec variant onwards, while also being perfectly ergonomically positioned. Obviously, being a 7-seat SUV, the Scorpio also offers recline adjustment for the second row seats, which can be easily done using the lever on the sides. This is not an MPV, so due to some design limitations, the second row seats can recline only up to a certain angle. Sadly, the second row seats don't get sliding adjust. Just like the front doors, the rear doors also get the very same brown leather padding. And in terms of attention to detail, while the regular seat back pockets are no longer a surprise, there is also another separate small pocket inside these seat back pockets, which are meant to be phone holder pockets. I am actually quite surprised by the attention to detail paid by Mahindra. Everything including the LED cabin lamps available as standard, the very soft and high quality leather padding on the dashboard and door pads are truly impressive, at least on this top spec variant. Finally, yes, this is the electric sunroof that is available on the Z8, which provides significantly more light into the cabin, thus improving ambience. Now let's check out the third row seats. The new Mahindra Scorpio N is available either as a 7-seater or a 6-seater with captain chairs. Now this being the 7-seat version, only the left side second row seat has the one-touch tumble down function. Thus ingress and egress of the third row seats is very easy and convenient, and the third row itself looks pretty good from here. That said, sadly, the overall space provided for the third row seat passengers is clearly not enough for adults with very tight legroom. Since the second row seats don't have sliding adjust option, despite the rather good level of headroom, only children or adults shorter than 5'9" can be comfortable in the third row of the Scorpio N. But still, the third row passengers get good level of features, proper 3-point seat belts, individual armrests with a storage pocket on either side, but sadly the third row passengers don't get separate AC vents. Oh yes, the third row seat passengers also get their individual LED lights with individual speakers on top. There is also a separate 12-volt charging socket in the boot area, but Mahindra seems to have missed out on AC vents for the third row seat passengers. So if you are shorter than 5'9", you can be easily comfortable in the third row seat of the Scorpio N. That said, you still have to ask the second row seat passenger nicely to adjust the AC accordingly. Now let's check out the engine bay of the Scorpio N. The new Mahindra Scorpio N is a significant improvement in every department, as it is quite evident from the overall build quality and the damn heavy bonnet over here. That said, for such a heavy bonnet, they have not provided a hydraulic strut, which was available on the older Scorpios and the Mahindra XUV 500 as well. So you have to literally make all the effort to open this very heavy bonnet, which can be equivalent to a quick workout at the gym. Now let's talk about the engines. The Scorpio brand has been well known for its powerful and punchy diesel engines, which is also the same case on this Scorpio N. Now this here is the 2.2-liter 4-cylinder M-Hawk turbo diesel engine, which produces 175 PS of maximum power and 400 Nm of maximum torque through either a 6-speed manual or a 6-speed automatic gearbox. Now apart from this diesel, just like the XUV 700, the Scorpio N also has the option of a 2-liter M-Stallion TGDI turbo petrol engine producing 200 PS of maximum power through the very same 6-speed manual or a 6-speed torque converter automatic. So now this new Scorpio N is likely to be an even more wilder beast, which I will surely get to experience in my drive review. Now let's talk about the luggage capacity of this car. A common design signature on every Scorpio is this side opening tailgate. This tailgate also gets one hydraulic strut at the bottom. The inside of the tailgate is completely padded with plastic, and even the inside door handles of this tailgate get the very same metallic brushed metal finish. However, despite all this, the overall boot capacity is quite limited. For perspective, the boot space is quite similar to what we have seen on the Mahindra Xylo and the previous Scorpio. Only medium-sized soft bags can be accommodated here, and with 7 people in place, the Scorpio N cannot accommodate very large airport bags. Another missing feature over here is the 50-50 split folding third row seat, which is strangely not available even on this top spec model. Now as a result of this, the third row seat has to be folded and tumbled forward as a complete singular unit. That said, the tumbling forward process is actually very easy and simple. Just pulling these two tabs at the rear of the third row seat will automatically fold the third row seat, also tumbling it forward. Only after folding the third row seat, you get to see decent level of luggage capacity, approximately up to 350 liters. That said, the boot floor area itself is quite uneven, and there is literally no other option to get a completely flat loading bay. Due to the rather tall cabin, you can easily store very tall items. Getting these third row seats back into position is also very easy. You simply have to pull the tags or the seat itself, latching it into the original position. So the new Mahindra Scorpio N is definitely not the best when it comes to luggage space or boot capacity. Now let's take a look at the spare wheel, which is located underneath the body. All the diesel manual variants get 17-inch wheels as standard, so the spare wheel provided is also of the very same 17-inch size, offering a 245 section tire. Even though this is a steel wheel, it can be used for long term, replacing the alloys. Now let's talk about the pricing and value of this SUV. So friends, this is the brand new Mahindra Scorpio N's top spec Z8L variant. The main aim of the Scorpio N is to revolutionize the mid-size SUV category while also still maintaining the Scorpio's legacy. And accordingly, the Scorpio N also offers segment-besting powerful engines, great levels of space and comfort, latest technology and features, and an impressive safety package. That said, while improved in almost every area, the third row space and comfort is less than we expected, and same goes for the boot space and flexibility. But still, overall, if you want a proper, rugged, rough and tough body-on-frame SUV with all the premiumness and comfort, also getting you all the latest technology, you simply cannot go wrong with the Mahindra Scorpio N. Especially in this price category, the Scorpio N seems to be incredible value for money when compared to every other mid-size SUV. So do let me know in the comment section below what do you think about this new Mahindra Scorpio N. Meanwhile, this is Viprajesh signing off. See you on another video. Thank you for watching.